There is no fate but what we make for ourselves seems to be not only the motto of the franchise, but also the state of mind at the side of the fans too, as a slim chance of another Terminator sequel might be in the near future, especially with so many doors open when the story to come, in a form of another timeline or two is taken into consideration. There has been a lot of talk about yet another sequel of the Terminator series. There were some rumors about the title of the upcoming movie being Terminator Dark Fate 2, with the movie itself telling the continuation of the story of where the last Terminator movie ended. The sixth movie of the franchise, Terminator Dark Fate, which was released in 2019, is arguably the third canon movie of the franchise, which is also the most confusing part about it. Why is that? Well, the movie ignored the third and fourth movie completely, as well as the attempted Genesis. And before we move on forward, there will be spoilers about the previous installments of the franchise, particularly from the latest Terminator movie. And with that warning out of the way, we are free to speculate things and tell you everything we know so far about the potential seventh Terminator movie, which is yet to be given the green light. That is, if the movie ever comes to fruition, because as it stands right now, nothing new has come to light regarding the not-so-expected movie of the franchise, which we, on the other hand, think it has a huge potential. A movie that will eventually reset the entire timeline. But more on that a little bit further down the line. To start things off, considering the entire franchise, or most of it involves time travel, which ultimately leaves a lot of doors open for an infinite amount of sequels. We can never say never about, if not this one, any other Terminator movie that might come in the near or distant future. With that in mind, Terminator Dark Fate explicitly lays a pretty good groundwork for a direct follow-up movie. Hence, the rumors about the title of the upcoming movie, with many of the stars that appeared in the latest movie to be part of the upcoming one as well. The end of the movie involved Danny Ramos and Sarah Connor overlooking a playground where the young Grace is enjoying the afternoon with her family. However, no one other than Danny and Sarah knows that Danny is going to be the one to save Grace when the machines and Legion rise up, helping her evolve into the soldier she is meant to be in the future. The two drive away, knowing that when Judgment Day comes, Grace will likely be the key to everything. Thus, there is the pretty clear setup we are looking for. A state the franchise is in, something similar to what happened with the way The Force Awakens laid the path for an additional 2 movies of the Star Wars universe. James Cameron, the producer of the latest Terminator, said that there is a story to be told for another not 2, but 3 sequels moving forward.
New can be said, and I think we came up with some fresh ideas.
The thorn in his eye will forever be the bad commercial success the latest movie got, so we will have to wait and see what will come of everything. As for T-800's role in all of it, by the end of the second Terminator movie, he was dead. But we have come to learn that no matter how many times there will be, he is always bound to be back. Cameron also added that Sarah is the next one in line to become one of the most important characters of the franchise, as she will be the one to pass the torch to the younger generation. The new characters we are looking into include the likes of Natalia Reyes and Mackenzie Davis, of course. The potential Terminator movie might also include Gabrielle Luna's Rev 9, which debuted in Terminator Dark Fate. That is, if T-800 doesn't come back, which is highly unlikely if you ask us. The franchise itself has been an indestructible one, judging by the numbers of installments it managed to release so far. It seems like the robots just can't get enough of Sarah Connor. However, after the latest disappointing Terminator Dark Fate movie, Studio Paramount, as it stands right now, has vanquished this cybernetic threat for good, but not with the happy ending we were all looking for. There have been some ups and downs up until now, but this latest down probably indicates that the ambition from Paramount Pictures and Skydance Productions has come to an end. But we can never say never with the Terminator. Originally, the soft reboot trilogy was supposed to include a TV series as well, one that would eventually tie the new timeline set up by the Emilia Clarke-led Genesis and the events of Terminator Dark Fate. On the other hand, the audiences might not even want another Terminator sequel, according to Davis. He thinks that the fans are somewhat bored with the franchise, which should not come as a surprise, because of the sixth movie exhausting a number of methods of continuation in the form of sequels. prequels, reboots, and many other things in between. The state the franchise is in points toward the fact that Skynet and the Terminators have finally been defeated, not by Sarah or John or an alternate timeline T-800, but by the audiences growing too tired of going through the same thing over and over again. On the other side of the spectrum, however, there might be some hope for the potential upcoming Terminator movie. The seventh in line, as a pitch from Mackenzie Davis, was forwarded, who thinks that an alternate timeline is a way to go to the future of the franchise. A solid one at that too, despite the fact of Terminator Dark Fate not being as successful as expected. The one thing the movie did well was the fact that it left a lot of doors open for another movie, a sequel which could eventually tie things up. Starring as the cybernetically enhanced human Grace, Mackenzie Davis expressed an interesting bit on how the upcoming movie would play out, if it ever happens of course. Coming from a timeline altered by the second Terminator's destruction of Skynet, she was sent to the future to protect the fated Daly Ramos from a new humanity-exterminating AI called Legion, but was killed at the end of the movie. However, she revealed that Grace would eventually return from yet another altered timeline, with the whole movie revolving around it, a whole new take on a different timeline to the one we are used to by now. And no, there were no resurrections planned, just another character coming from the future, a timeline which could have also brought in Arnie's Terminator into the mix, which would have surely brought in a lot of die-hard fans of the franchise, as he is the one to bring the character to life right from the start.
Talk to the hand.
Nevertheless, after everything is said and done, the chances of Terminator 7 happening are quite slim. However, with Terminator Dark Fate laying down the blueprints for what not to do, and also serving as a place to start a story or two, we might have some more news regarding an upcoming Terminator movie maybe somewhere down the line in the upcoming months, or even years. As for now, all you can do is hope with us that we are going to get another movie from the infamous franchise, one deserving to honor the name, and one that will eventually break the rules that were established by the previous movies. A revolution of sorts that would eventually lead the future of the franchise moving forward. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts on the franchise so far? And if a sequel ever happens to come to fruition, what would you like to see in it happen? And where the story would you like to go? And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.